Well, you don't get much more Americana than this. Each home, the developer is providing a flagpole, and for the first 100 people to buy into this new community, you also get an American flag. In this video, we're going to take a look at the premium lots where you can have your baseball, your hot dog, and your apple pie right here at Treeline in Justin, Texas. Are you ready? There are 27 homes projected to be built here in Treeline, and now may be the best time for you to make your move. Oh, and by the way, if this is your first time to this channel, subscribe, share, and give us a thumbs up. Before we continue to look at these really nice homes, and they are really nice, I want to just really impress upon you this concept of the American dream. And it's far more than waving the American flag. The American dream is opportunity, and that's exactly what you have here in Treeline. Let's be honest. If you have a robust budget, you know who you are. You have 500, 600, 700,000 plus. You can just choose what neighborhood in our DFW Metroplex that will offer you all of the amenities, features, and the great schools. Really not a heavy lift. The challenge is when you have a more restricted budget. Maybe your budget is in the low fours or under $400,000. You are challenged if you want to have a type of community state of the art with technology and with nature. That is slim pickings. And that's why it's so important that I want to share this with you so you can keep hope alive, keep that opportunity going, and fulfill that American dream of home ownership. Let's continue with the video. This is our fourth Treeline video, and if this is your first time joining us, then you have some serious catching up to do. We covered other builders, great amenities, features, nature, technology. Oh, we covered it. And it's time for you to catch up after you finish this video. American legend and David Weekley offer homes on huge, oversized premium lots. And we're going to begin this tour with David Weekley Homes. David Weekley offers 11 beautiful floor plans. Let's check out what David Weekley has to offer. Want you to really notice as we do our tour, and that is the window in the dining room and the window that would be in your study, your office, your flex space. And here's the important thing that I think you're going to really appreciate is the height of the window. Notice that it doesn't come all the way to the ground. Well, that serves a couple of reasons and purposes. One, it gives you a little bit more privacy in these areas. And two, it gives you design flexibility. So you can put things underneath the window and not block the window. I just wanted to take a pause before we dive head first into this beautiful tour. So with that, let the tour begin. What's so special about this tour is that this is a one-story home, and oftentimes we tour two-story homes with all of its pomp and circumstance. But you will notice that this one-story home is packed with so many elegant features and thoughtful design. Let's just start with the kitchen. Well, first, you're going to be absolutely impressed with the amount of storage throughout this entire kitchen. As far as your cabinets, they're going to be 42 inches tall with crown molding at the top, which really pulls it together and gives it the finished look. And wait until you take a look inside of this walk-in pantry where you can just stuff this filled with snacks and other, well, necessities that your family enjoys. And one thing that you may enjoy, I don't know if you cook or not, but if you are a cook, GE appliances. This would be a really great time to step out into the backyard to take a look at the space you have. Remember, David Weekley can offer homes on the premier oversized lots. And I just wanted to show you how you can have enough space for your custom swimming pool, multiple seating areas, and so much more. Then we're going to do a quick pan around your main areas, the spaces that you will enjoy and entertain. And then we're going to head over to probably the most important room in the entire home, especially from your perspective, and that is your private primary suite. Let me know what you think about this spacious spa-like bath. Do you like the oversized walk-in showers? If you do, well, guess what? Here you go. This is perfect for you. Now, some of you may prefer a soaking tub. Well, you can have that as an option. You have a large vanity. You don't have to share. You have your own separate space. And talk about space, take a look at this oversized closet. As we leave the primary bedroom, and I know you hate to leave this area because it's so peaceful, let's take a look at the rest of your home. We're going to head over to what I consider a flex space. It could be your media room, your home office. It can add double doors easily, but notice the windows, they don't come all the way to the floor, which means you can add furniture there and not block the natural light that would come through those windows. As we look at the other bedrooms, I want you to take a look at the size of the closets. Now, first, the bedrooms are really generous sized, but the closet, for some people, that space is just as important as the space where people will actually sleep. So take a look inside. Now we're going to head over to, well, this room is not going to get a standing ovation. It's the laundry room, but it is a nice space to do your laundry. And you have an ensuite. Now this ensuite has some of the displays of the builder, but this will be a really nice guest suite with a full bath. Here is your David Weekley recap. This model home is the Pemshore floor plan, and it has about 2,800 square feet. And of course, the more options and selections you make, that square footage could grow. But let's say that you want a different option, a different floor plan altogether. So with David Weekley, you can build a home at about 2,000 square feet, over 3,200 square feet. And as far as price, we're looking at getting into a home at around the $460,000 mark, but it can go all the way up over $550,000. And as always, price is subject to change. It depends on your lot, your options, your features. I mean, the more extravagant you are, the more that price probably will increase. Well, there are a lot of things that I could say about living here in Treeline, inside and outside of your home. Treeline is a beautiful fusion of connection with connectivity, nature with technology. And one of the things that really stood out to me is Circadian rhythmic lighting. Now, I had to do a little research on this because this was kind of a foreign concept to me, especially for each home to have this forward-thinking technology. So basically what it is that you'll be able to adjust the intensity and the color of the lights and particular room. And this will help regulate your mood and mimic daytime and nighttime. And there's a lot of research, do your own. What I notice and what I think is this could be a really game changer when it comes to your peace of mind and your mood. And some of us need a lot of help with that. The other things that you're going to enjoy inside your home, each home will have 1 gig internet. You will have electric vehicle outlet in your garage, solar panel ready roofs, and so much more. Now let's talk about the connection, getting outside of your home and meeting your neighbors. And there are going to be 2,700 homes at the completion of Treeline. So that's a lot of people for you to get out and meet. So here are the places you're going to go meet and hang out inside of Treeline. Well, you have the Nook, which is a library-inspired treehouse. And speaking of treehouse, there is a 3-story gaming treehouse. And then you have the Grove. So the Grove is where you'll have a diverse collection of fruit-bearing trees, open lawn, orchard where you can hang out, enjoy, have a picnic. And there is the Lookout. And this is an elevated vantage point where you can enjoy breathtaking views, and you can also see and hear Trail Creek below. As you would expect, there will be a number of other things to enjoy in the community. Of course, you're going to have your sports courts. And yes, you're going to have a beautiful resort-style swimming pool, amenity center, and so much more. Now, if I forgot a thing or two in the technology column or in the nature column, remember, don't work for Treeline. I'm just here to share with you how your life will be different living here. American Legend is a semi-custom home, which means whatever floor plan you choose, you can customize it more to your lifestyle. And I'm going to point out the different options that are available. Let's take a step inside. Well, I thought I would start in probably the most important room in the home to you. And this is your home office, your study. Because what I like about this location is that it is up front, away from the high traffic, the busy, the distracting part of the home. There are so many things that I am excited to share with you. You're not going to believe the options you'll find in this home. The upstairs retreat, oh my gosh, that's really going to be your secret weapon. And wait until you see the kitchen and the primary suite. You know what? Let's just take it from the beginning. Let's just get to where you're going to spend a whole lot of time along with your family and friends. And this is your great room, your downstairs living space, and your beautiful kitchen. This kitchen is packed with so much storage that I can just play never have I ever. Never have I ever had anyone say, oh, Tracy, my goodness, there's so much storage in this kitchen. I think I'm going to pass on this home. And if you run out of storage space in this kitchen, please give me a call. I will hop in the car, come right over, because this is something I have to see for myself. Let's talk about some things that you can expect if you choose American Legend as your builder. You will have granite countertops, but as you can see as an option, you can upgrade it from granite to a different type of stone. You will have Whirlpool appliances, and as far as your cabinetry, your upper cabinets are 42 inches tall, plus they've added crown molding on the top to give it another level of elegance. Now, as you continue to enjoy the rest of this storage, and man, just take a look, the pantry, the butler pantry. Now, some of these features, some of these storage will fall into the option category, but I still like to show you these because I like for you to be able to see what you could have in your home. An option, let's just be honest, options usually mean upgrades. And upgrades usually mean you're going to pay a little extra for it. But isn't it nice to know that you can have it if you want it? Now, as we head outside, before we do, I want you to notice how nice this dining space is. And what you'll see as we go outside, and I like showing you this is a singular door. Oftentimes in model homes, you see the sliding doors. And yes, that would be considered an option. Let's take a step outside. Just as a quick reminder, American Legend and David Weekley both build on the larger 50-foot wide lots. So this kind of gives you an idea of what you can have on this lot. I mean, you can obviously have multiple seating areas. You can dine inside and come on outside and dine al fresco. You can have multiple shaded areas at your custom pool. Let's face it, we're in Texas, so we're going to run triple-digit temperatures July through August. So you definitely want your covered patios with your ceiling fan. But at least this gives you an idea of what you can have. And many of this, if not all of it, is something you probably would prefer to do after you purchase your home and have your contractor come out. But this at least gives you a visual of what you can have. I forgot to mention you can have a 3-car tandem garage. The baseboards downstairs are extra wide, and the fireplace, in some plans, that's considered an option. Certainly the floor to ceiling surround for the fireplace, optional. Now let's go into what I would describe as probably your favorite space in the entire home, and this is your relaxing, secluded primary suite. After a long day, what better place to relax than this one? Now, you have to overlook some of the samples. This is a model home, but take a look. I mean, soak this in. Look at the storage and the space of this walk-in closet. And I like to spend time in closets because I know some of you feel as though closet space is just important as the other spaces in the bedrooms. Now let's talk about the flooring that you see throughout this home. If you like that wood look, you can have it, certainly, it's an option. But as a standard, you're going to have the ceramic tile flooring in your entry, your kitchen, your breakfast nook, utility room, and the bathroom wet areas. Now, let's take a pause for our station identification. Hi, I'm Tracy Sorrell with the DFW Life, and I help people just like you sell and buy homes in and around our Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. And I realize you can find out quite a bit online: bedrooms, baths, square feet, price. But what you may not be able to discover is how people really live their lives in our different communities, cities, and suburbs. Well, that's where I come in. I hop in the car and I drive around so you can have the bird's eye view, VIP access of how people really live their lives. And if you like to be in the know, then you're going to want to subscribe below, press the bell. You'll be notified anytime anything goes down around town. And don't forget, give us a thumbs up. Now back to the video. The upstairs retreat is a sweet bonus for you. Keep all the noise, the children upstairs, while you have your peace and quiet downstairs. And if you have children, or if you're buying this size of a home, you probably do, well, your children will attend the award-winning Northwest Independent School Districts. Let's take a look around. And the people enjoying the upstairs space will have a choice to sleep in one of two very nice sized bedrooms with great walk-in closets. And they will share the upstairs bathroom. Let's wrap up this tour going back downstairs. There are a couple of things I really want to point out as an option. One of which is you can have another downstairs bedroom, which many people have grown to really enjoy when purchasing a home. This is really great space if you have a visitor who may not want to climb upstairs. And obviously this will be an option to have this extra full bath. And another option that people don't think about is your mudroom. That's not always standard. Last but not least, your home office. And yes, those windows offer so much natural light. They also offer a way for you to look outside and see who is coming and going from your home. Now for your American Legend recap. You can choose from 10 incredible floor plans and many options within each plan. And this particular floor plan has 2,964 square feet, and it's not even the largest that you can choose from. The square feet over here in American Legend, you can start at 2,209 and all the way up to 3,314 square feet. Now price is always subject to change, but you can have a home starting in at around $945,000 up to around $600,000. Now this is a segment that I call Know Before You Go. Now here are 3 important things that I want to share with you. The first one, maybe one of the most important, is the price. Whenever we discuss price, when it comes to these tours and these homes, I know you can get really excited because you're like, oh my gosh, I can get all that for that. Yes, you can, but that is the base price. That is introductory. That's to get you in the home and get you into the community. Now, you know you, and you know your taste and your style. Once you finish putting all of your options in there, once you finish with all of your upgrades, once you pick that beautiful lot with the beautiful views, that price will go up. I mean, that is almost guaranteed. But here's the good news, and this brings us to point number 2, and that's how you can gain wealth just by living here. When you get into a community, groundbreaking stages, like now in Treeline, you can build so much wealth in your home. I mean, think about it. Just for example, let's say a home is at $560,000. Well, because the builders are offering so many incredible incentives with your interest rate and with the price of the home, you may get in a home that is priced at $560,000 at $540,000. I mean, different builders have different incentives, different times of the year. But my point being is getting into a community now, you are able to gain so much appreciation, so much equity, and that translates as so much wealth than if you wait until the community is nearly fully developed. So the best time to make money moving into a neighborhood is now. And the third thing, and probably the most important, is pay tracing. Do I need a realtor if I am buying a brand new community? And what I would say to you is absolutely you do. I mean, think about it. The builder's representative, they're friendly, they're informative, they are helpful, but they have a fiduciary duty to represent their client, and their client is the builder. You deserve the same level of advocacy, the same level of representation, even when building a brand new home. And there's so much that I would love to share with you, the benefits of having representation during this transition, that just connect. Look in the description section and let's grab one of those one-on-one Zoom links and I can tell you a whole lot more. Hi, I'm Tracy Sorrell with the DFW Life, and I help people just like you sell and buy homes in and around our Dallas-Fort Worth metroplex. And you may be a seasoned buyer. You've sold a home, you bought a home, you do this like every few years. Or maybe you're a little bit more rusty, you don't move very often. Either way, in the description of this video, I have some really important resources that I would think will either confirm what you know or give you some bright insight of what you need to know when you're ready to move to your next place. Well, talk about moving to your next place. If you have Treeline on your short list, you like the builders, you like the communities, the amenities, the features, the location, comment below. Grab one of those one-on-one consultation links so together we can better realize if Treeline or any of our other community cities or suburbs is the best place for you to create your new memories and call home.